So what's up, culture?
What's up?
What's
Woo!
up?
My name is Jaren,
Marcus Fan here.
And your girl Ray Jean Poe.
and today we're gonna have Tipsy Talk Tuesdays, as promised. Yes, when we getting there, we getting there.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, we getting there. Every Tuesday, you can expect to see us drinking, talking, playing games, doing all types of stuff like that, all types of fun stuff. So, but we're gonna start with a little segment called "Why Do We?"
If they say why, tell them that it's human nature.
So we're gonna tell you why we do the random things that we do in our society. Okay. So this week on "Why Do We?" it's why do we shake hands?
Hmm.
Why do y'all think we shake hands?
It's coming from a man's standpoint, it's to show how firm and solid as a man you are. Like it's your first impression when you're introducing yourself to another man or anybody. A firm handshake is showing that you're reliable, you're sturdy, you're hardworking, you're a man's man kind of man.
Yes, and that's exactly right. That's one of the
Yeah.
reasons in culture society today that we do it. What you think, Lay?
I think that it's to show that you can be trusted.
Right.
When you go in for a job interview or when you're meeting someone for the first time, you want to show that you're a solid person overall. So
Yeah.
that firm handshake, like Mark said, being your first impression, it shows that you can be trusted.
So, introducing why do we? We're gonna talk about the history behind the handshake.
Drop
Okay.
the facts.
The modern handshake is a symbol of strength for many. A strong handshake can be your defining moment to some. However, as we know, other cultures rarely, if ever, shake hands. Shaking hands dates back to 5th century BC in Greece. In their time, it was a symbol for peace. During the Roman era, the handshake was more of an arm grab. It involved grabbing each other's forearms to check that either man had a knife hidden in his sleeve. Some say that the shaking gesture of the handshake started in medieval Europe. Knights would shake the hands of the others in an attempt to shake any loose weapons that had been hidden.
And that's from deepenglish.com. That's why do we why do we shake hands? So if you want to know anything else of why do we do anything, I will look it up and search it and see what it is and why do we do what we do. Just leave a comment down below and ask why do we blank.
I'm gonna be honest, it's gotten to a point for me now. I don't really like to shake hands.
Yeah, especially with the Rona, people don't want to shake
Yeah.
hands. So tipsy time
Hmm.
is gonna be my favorite. It's usually when we play games and we start off drinking. So tipsy time. Get excited. We got Fireball and Rum Chata today.
And my wine today, White Zinfandel.
White
Oh, I
Zinfandel, a
see you,
nice wine.
Beetlejuice.
Yes,
Yeah.
go Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Halloween spirit. I feel it.
Both of these pair good with sweet tea.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's what we're gonna put it with. I'm trying all of that. We're gonna get lifted. All right, so he's ready. Tell me when to
Yeah.
stop. This might be my new drink of choice.
Okay.
Let's see. A
French
little bit of
toast.
tea in there. And then see what that do. See what it do. Did it help or hurt?
It didn't help or hurt. It
It
just
just
made it more.
it just made more of it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, let me
Cool.
pour me up a drink.
So, Fireball and Rum
Rum
Chata.
chata.
Mix them together with some Milo hood tea from your neighborhood corner store.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yes. And
And
you will
then
have eggnog in your glass. All
and
right.
Tipsy Time goes through the whole show. We usually have a Tipsy Time game for you, which we will next week. But today I'm slow and I couldn't find the game.
It's okay.
And now it's time for Up on Culture.
Dun, 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 dun. Up culture. Dun, 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 dun. Up culture. Yeah. It's a speed. Sit down,
So
like, make sure we.
yeah. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, I know it's a little old now, but I do want to talk about the WAP controversy.
What you want to know?
I want to know what y'all think about the double standards. Mark, I know you said it's bullshit.
It is bullshit because honestly, it's the fact like the biggest part of the song. There's some whores in this house. There's some. Then a dude sampled that part before they made their own song, and it was basically talking about dang near the same thing. Why is it okay for men to make songs about eating pussy, eating punani, eating, doing stuff, licking this, living in it, building a house in it, drowning in it? But as soon as a woman talk about how wet and how you can drown in it and how she wants you to stick your nose in it, it's a problem.
Exactly.
Like I don't understand why men even have to voice their opinion teaching girls to be whores. Y'all been taught girls to be whores way before whores taught themselves to be
Y'all
whores.
taught women to expect to need to damn near aspire to be whores to get you.
Not to mention like the female that you put on music videos to aspire to be like them. They have to be thin. They have to be beautiful,
Yes.
the best weave, or have natural beautiful hair.
Exactly.
Like that's not how all women are.
It could go on and on, like
Man.
literally.
Yeah.
What you think, Lay?
I think that the male patriarchy is very fragile. As long as they're in power and as long as since men already look at each other as competition, and imagine feeling emasculated by a woman. So
Yeah.
anytime a woman does succeed or take any ownership or power of herself, then men want to seek to tear that down.
Yeah, I feel like lines like "for I have a nigga running me" type shit. I think that's what really be getting in their heads. Like, you had me messed up for running me.
That also trickles into your relationships as well. I noticed that most men like to, or most likely to cheat, and it's mostly because they rather get you before you get them. It's kind of a, I beat you to the punch, because they always feel like women have multiple options in the background, or concerned about their male friends and stuff like that. So
I mean, it's the truth. Just
sorry for their, but yeah, I feel like just that fragile ego does tend to trickle into some of their actions, including when they like to downgrade the power of women instead of giving them their shot.
Right. And that's that bullshit. But enough about men. No, just playing. Enough about them kind of men. Okay, so what y'all think about Cardi B and Offset, like getting together and breaking up and getting together and breaking up and getting together and breaking up and getting together?
So when it started, she made that whole announcement on stage at one of her performances that she was getting a divorce from him. I was ecstatic because everybody gets mad at me when I be like, Cardi B really boosted up his cred. Like, he wasn't gonna be nobody. He was one of the background voices of the Three Amigos. Like, he rapped and he had parts in there, but who was really stood out in Three Amigos, the Migos.
Yeah,
it was. Well, I feel like Offset and Quavo pretty much were kind of the majority of the fan favorite. Now, if you want to go by like lyrics, or you have what's it called? You like your tags in the back and all that, you may like the other one.
It stood out to me more because it was like he was the first one to go, in almost every song when they started.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got their CD and all that stuff, or got their whole EP or whatever, and y'all know they all take turns and all that stuff, then I don't know that. But the songs that came to the mainstream and they made it to the radio and it was popular, Quavo is always the first one to go.
It's
Yeah,
usually
Quavo
for
and Takeoff.
like the last one is the one that everybody want to hear. Like the last person to go is the main attraction.
The first and the last.
Like
Busta
how
Rhymes said that.
Young Money do collabs and shit.
Hmm.
Like they always put like either Wayne or Nicki last because that's
Right.
who people want to hear. So that makes people listen to the whole song.
But that goes back to the thing: who do everybody want to hear more, Quavo or Offset? And then that's sad because the third one don't even get recognition. Like I didn't even know what's his name.
Takeoff.
Okay,
Boom.
I
See,
was
like, that's what I'm saying. I feel
I
bad
was
for
like,
him.
I didn't remember it at first either, but
what's that thing name?
But my whole thing about it is he got too cocky for me when he started being with Cardi B and all that stuff. He started living off her fame, in my opinion. I know everybody else is like,
vice
no,
versa.
that's not true and blah bullshit because he
Yeah.
would not be where he's at if he didn't never get with Cardi B. Cardi B
Cardi
is
B
the reason
boosted
why,
him up, yeah,
right?
for sure.
And people do not want to give them the credit. No, Migos been away for okay, yeah. Migos as a group was out before Cardi, but Cardi is the reason why Offset got popular. Nobody give a fuck about him. He rude as hell.
He did
Like
what he do? He did something to a fan, like broke their phone or something.
video,
yeah.
dude, his you know, his celebrity, like, oh my god, it's Offset. He over here recording, like, Offset, how you doing? Offset literally smacks his phone out of his hand and breaks his phone. Offset would have had to meet me.
Yeah.
Got these off hands.
You had to meet you.
Yes, you gonna break my phone because you don't want to be on camera. Nobody told your ass to be famous.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's
Hell.
kind of, similar to the baby. Like, you walk up to the baby on the wrong day at the wrong time. You don't know what you're going to get.
Oh, so he like that too?
Yeah.
I don't like
The
that.
baby's known for slapping,
I don't like that. Like,
Y'all would get maced, and I
have y'all
wouldn't
never
question it.
seen Michael Jackson's "Leave Me Alone"? Like, yeah, y'all know what y'all getting into when y'all sign up for this shit. Like,
Right.
not saying that you gotta be persecuted just because you famous, but it comes with the territory of millions of people knowing who you are.
You want all you thinking about is, oh, I'm about to be wealthy, I'm about to have money, I'm set. But you don't think about you also doing a art, and art is always noticed about around people. So you gonna have fans. You think Picasso and Beethoven to get knowing with people like, oh my god, when you coming out with that new sculpture, or oh my god, that last piano chord you played was like to die for.
They was
Like,
rock stars. They was rock
exactly.
stars in their day.
They got tired of which one that cut off his ear to show a woman that he loved her.
Van Gogh.
Crazy as hell. But he
Okay.
did it.
So did y'all know that Cardi B and Nicki have a collab coming out?
Yeah,
I'm
I heard
happy.
about that.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. Y'all think it's gonna be bigger than WAP?
Yes. I
I
think it's going to be bigger than
It
WAP
depends on what
because
they
it's going to
do.
be
Yeah.
like,
It depends on what they do and how they turn up.
Let's be honest, because when we heard Nicki Minaj was about to make a song with Megan Thee Stallion, we all thought, oh shit, this is about to be a club banger. And then they gave us that shit, Hot Girl Summer.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, the beat was sucky to me. It sounded like something you would, an ice cream truck
It
would play.
sounded the same. Wasn't it the same as like the City Girl song?
yeah,
Like, sounded
it was
the
pretty
same.
similar.
See, didn't care for it. And I
It-
feel like that's also tied to the whole Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion collab. Like, I really thought she was gonna do something. I mean, the song, it was catchy. I liked it. For all the beehives that's about to be like, don't do Beyonce.
Yeah.
First of all,
I
liked
mean,
it. It's just,
I like Beyonce. I just don't like rapping Beyonce.
yeah.
I'm not. Sing, girl.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, her bars be like, okay, B, I hear you.
Cool. It's cool,
It's just-
but it's just
It's cool because she does have
Right.
bars. Like it would be horrible if she was a horrible rapper.
right.
No, but she
It's
got
a little
bars.
off-putting because it's like it's not her
It's just
forte.
like,
We grew up knowing you as
I know.
that.
Like, just think about like her 2013 Super Bowl performance is literally still
Is that the one
One
she
of
did
the-
with Bruno Mars?
no, that was later. I think that was like 2017, 18, something like that. But the 2013 one, she brought Destiny's Child out. That one, that shit still hit. I'll be watching that shit. And I'll be like, damn, like when the fuck did you turn into Run DMC? And I need you to not. But I love you, Beyonce. I love you, but a hip,
Tough crowd,
a hip,
tough
a
crowd,
hip to
man.
the hip. No, I need you to not. I need you to not. But that, I mean, But I did want to talk about women in hip hop. Like, what do y'all think about so many women coming out now?
I love it.
I'm
Because
glad.
back when we were growing up, who did we have really that was we known was rappers? Trina, which that bitch is not relevant. Anybody in Miami have a problem with it, y'all can come see me because that bitch is not relevant. When the last time she made a motherfucking song? Anywho, but all we had was Trina, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill,
Yeah. Now
and
it's
Mary
like
J. Blige.
Blige. No.
Mary J.
She's
Blige
so she's
wouldn't be considered a rapper, but I would say
okay.
that she is part of the influence in hip hop.
True, she
Yeah,
has
I
she
been.
want to
is.
say that. Yeah, she
Supposed to be
definitely
like the
influenced
queen
it.
of hip hop and R&B. That's supposed to be Mary J. Blige.
Yeah. I think that if we're gonna be honest, the main reason why we do have so many female rappers now out is because it's easier to be independent, and we have streaming on our side versus CDs and mixtapes and going through major labels.
Yeah.
And
Right.
major labels are starting to understand that our attention span is shrinking. So they need to have artists out, even if it's going to be on a short contract, or even if it's just kind of helping them with their own thing.
Cause baby, when I say all these female these thick plus size
Drink one
women
down.
that is like been coming out rapping other than Lizzo, cause is she a rapper or R&B singer?
Lizzo, I think she's a rapper too.
She's
Is
more.
Lizzo a rapper?
Is she
I
like a
think she's
Missy
more of
Elliott
just of
kind
a
of rapper?
pop
No,
artist.
she's definitely not like Missy.
I'm
But
not
she
saying
come
she
with
on the level of Missy Elliott, but you know
no.
Missy Elliott
I'm,
sings
I'm,
and
I'm talking
rap.
about her style. Like her
Oh,
style ain't like Missy, but oh yeah, I guess you could say Missy because yeah, she do sing and rap.
yeah, that's
I
where I
feel
was
like
going.
she's more of a pop artist, though. I really don't feel like Lizzo fits in R&B nor hip hop.
Right, she is a pop artist.
I feel like she's more pop than anything
Okay,
else.
I can see that.
But okay, I wanted to talk about Megan because we was talking about women. Today is a women in hip hop type of day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about what y'all think about Megan and Tory's situation.
Mhm.
It's really hard
Mm,
to tell. Out here in California, I have a friend whose father's a police officer. And he says
mhm.
that it is kind of strange, that she was shot in her feet, but didn't have any broken bones or torn ligaments. So my only assumption is that he shot at her feet, possibly with the intention to shoot her directly, but she may have been hit by a ricochet of fragments.
Yeah,
Okay.
which I
But
think that's what she posted was that it was fragments.
All right.
yeah, yeah.
So people that are Tory Lanez like fans and all that stuff, if you heard his new album that he dropped about the whole situation, he was not, and I repeat, not over here throwing a diss track. He was over
No.
there throwing hints in his song to let people know exactly what happened. In reality, they did an investigation on the whole situation. Tory Lane's gun went under when you shoot it, it has gun residue over it. His came back negative. It wasn't his gun that shot. It was they both the girls, Megan and her best friend, was extremely drunk and they were playing with a gun. So he was drunk too, feeling uncomfortable because drunk people do dumb shit. She shot herself with him fighting, trying to take the gun away from her. That's what really happened. I can see that because I've been following Megan ever since she became big after her Big Old Freak song. Like when that blew up and she became more noticeable and all this stuff, I started following her. And the bitch gets drunk. She's a lot of parties and a lot of shit that she's
She do
been
a
at.
lot of
She is
drinking.
fucked up.
She's tipsy
Yeah.
time 24/7.
Exactly.
She
So
tips me
like
every day.
I hate that Tory Lanez had to sit back and take all this heat for people and get roasted by people because of the fact that he actually tried to do something good.
Is that what Tory Lanez said? Like he came out and said that's what happened?
Yes, it's all through his song.
Basically,
You really have to sit there and listen, and then there's other stuff that's been coming up after
afterwards,
about it.
yeah.
See, I don't know. I was mad at him.
Give the bitch her prop. Not only did she make songs with people that a lot of artists can't even get on their songs. She got Nicki Minaj first. Then she got Cardi B. Then she got Beyonce.
Yeah.
No, well, she got Beyonce, then Cardi B. And then let her fuck around and get Rihanna on the song. It's over.
Yeah.
This
She
bitch
collabed
is
with
stand
We
up.
could get
Yeah, she
Rihanna back in the
all the
studio.
songs.
She got all the songs.
Yeah,
And she
got
snapped.
all the songs. She
And
snapped.
she snapped.
For the charts. Yeah.
We gotta get Rihanna back in the studio first.
We do.
I'm sorry. I don't see that being a possibility because
Don't
the
say
bitch
that.
stayed the
I'm,
night
I'm
for
part of the
herself.
Navy. I'm
She
waiting.
like, I'm finna sell this 50 and you gonna take that and you gonna go about
Right.
your day.
And
your
she
day.
making Where she messed up, no, not where she messed up, but messed up in a good way, is the fact that she made clothes for men. Now men over here ready to get some Fendi boxes and stuff and all that. Like be not is smart for her to be a single woman, no kids, and running this empire by herself. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, have y'all heard anything about Kanye's like political lies? Like
No.
he showed like the world like fake results saying he came in third or something like that.
Get the West Wing ready? Ready. Huh? Get the West Wing ready. Like, hey, get the West Wing. 19%, 40,000 votes. Kentucky. Get the West Wing ready. Let's go. Let's go.
And basically talking about he is in third place and he was talking about he's in the Oval Office and he welcome to the West Wing and all this stuff like that, which is catchy as fuck because Kanye
is.
West, the West Wing.
West Wing.
Yes, yes. Okay.
That too. I was like,
Yes.
oh, catchy as hell, you know?
I'm mad as fucking Kanye, but that's a yes. I like that. But I really think like I feel like he's doing this. I don't feel like he said he is doing this to help Donald Trump.
Yes.
So with him doing this to help Donald Trump, and I'm talking about even when this man made the slavery comments, I was like, he just sick, y'all. I was like, he just needs some help.
Okay.
He need
So,
help.
We gotta keep making excuses for this man.
I'm an independent, but
Me too.
to me, it's just ridiculous the stuff he does, and because I engage in politics every day, that it's just like overwhelming. I want shit to be boring again in politics. I like miss not having to be like catch him, somebody catch him,
Man.
like, somebody get him, he on the loose again.
Right.
Like I can't.
Yeah, this is not the type of excitement that I want in politics at all.
Yeah, no.
Excitement I want to know is like we found ways to keep the earth healthy or
Give people health care.
Like-
Oh yeah, I forgot. While we talking, this is politipsy.
politipsy. Okay.
Politipsy.
And then later in the video, bim, we were late on that. Sorry.
Nah, that's it. It'll be insert here. Politipsy. Okay, so what do you guys think about Trump versus Biden?
Oh my God, I don't.
I mean, it's some people that don't fuck with either one of them, which was me for the longest.
Only thing that gave me hope about Biden was the fact that he was the vice president to Obama.
Yeah,
But like,
we kind of know what a Biden presidency would look like. It wouldn't be all this chaos.
Yeah.
right. But also, politicians lie. Like
Politicians lie.
I agree with that 100%. And I feel like us as Black people, we need to stop only voting if we do vote for the presidential elections. We need to also pay attention to what's going on in our own cities and our communities.
Yeah, because it matters.
We do still have a lot of work to do when it comes to societal issues. But when it comes to systemic and political, we need to be able to put our voices out there and place our votes.
It caught you off guard.
So that we have the opportunity to say how we want our communities to be ran and how they need to be taken care of and cherished.
And on top of that, like when it comes to what goes on in the neighborhoods and impoverished neighborhoods, people get maintenance. The city provides maintenance. The city provides people to clean up places. White folks is not leaving their house and going out into the streets and picking up trash. They're not there. There's no trash committee. No neighborhood trash. There's no neighborhood trash committee. It's maintenance that the city provides.
Exactly.
But it doesn't provide that same thing to impoverished neighborhoods. So impoverished neighborhoods look more broken down because there's no maintenance there. And it's Black people that live a lot of times in those impoverished neighborhoods. There's some white people too, but that's what's going on. Everything that we see and everything that goes on has a reason and a purpose. So it might look like Black people just don't take care of their neighborhoods, but in reality, these people got jobs, these people got shit to do, they don't have time to be the cleanup crew for the whole neighborhood.
On
Just
top
like
of the
white
whole
people.
neighborhood, like
Exactly.
throwing
Just
stuff on them
yeah.
that want to be there.
Just
No,
like
that's
white
absolutely true.
yeah,
This is
just
why I
like
think
white
that we
people
need to
clean up.
vote more. We need to put people in power that have our best interests, that
Yeah,
will listen to the outcries of the community in these impoverished places that most of the time are predominantly minority.
Right.
yeah.
So,
So
if we start to place our votes and pay attention to propositions and things of that nature, then we'll have people in office that have our best interests, and that will trickle all the way up.
exactly. I wanted to talk about MAGA, Black Lives Matter,
Mm.
and Antifa. So basically, what are y'all opinions on MAGA, like the MAGA group people?
Oh my god.
I feel like it's confusion.
Sips tea.
MAGA is basically the
Sips wine.
KKK and has a different. Y'all just gave yourself another name, so y'all won't be known as the Ku Klux Klan.
And y'all allow tokens in.
Why be racist? We have a whole world that's going like fucking extinct in front of our own fucking eyes, and we want to see who's gonna be the superior race. Okay, if the earth is destroyed, what race is gonna survive but roaches?
Now,
Race should not be an issue.
right. I mean, the truth is just the truth, and if you say the truth, it is what it is.
My thing, when I think of MAGA, I think of confusion because there are a lot of Christians that like to take on the MAGA hat. But I feel like there's a lot of confusion because if you know the true history of this country, we weren't exactly very Christian like. We perverted the
They
religion.
brought. I was just talking about this to my boyfriend, to Corey last night. Literally, they broke all 10 commandments to make it to the top,
Exactly.
and handed out Bibles along the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all did the opposite of what your book teaches. But I mean, really, our book, because they just remixed our stuff.
I can't even say.
But they did the opposite of the lessons that is taught. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill, don't steal. I mean, they kill, steal, rape, pillage. I mean, they did
lustful shit.
Yeah, they did.
For the power of their name.
All the 10 commandments was broken just to get money. And they don't understand that a lot of this stuff, especially, it's about money. They want money. They're trying to get money, and they're using y'all as pawns to keep up mess and chaos while they run away with the satchel, with the bag. They got the bag, and you don't, and you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. So stop carrying these evil people's deeds. That's all I'm gonna say about that for MAGA. So we covered climate change. We covered a lot of stuff. But what do you guys think about Bernie and the future of the country?
He needs to burn it down.
And I'm still down about it.
Yeah.
I'm still feeling some type of way. It got me in my feelings like Drake. Like Bernie got me in my feelings.
2020 is our karma for not being ready for Bernie.
Yeah.
Because we have been, think about all the stuff we've been turning a blind eye to.
Yeah.
I agree. And I feel like 2020 has been our literal karma. Because if you think about it, Bernie was all about taking care of the people, healthcare,
and making sure
climate change, and the economy. What are we dealing? Oh, and civil rights. So what are we dealing with right now? We're dealing with civil rights issues. We're dealing with health issues, with a whole health pandemic right after Bernie was denounced from the primary.
Exactly. If this don't show you that your health care should not be tied to your employer, I don't know what did. What would convince you of that?
Well, I can say this. I think that capitalism utilized correctly to where it trickles down fair.
But it never trickles down.
It never does. But capitalism works properly, can work, but it just doesn't.
People hoard their money, and that's why, like, America looks like such a rich country because we have. But the majority of people, like a good 80% or something like that, is working paycheck to paycheck.
Our poverty just look
But
nicer
it's just
than
that
most
we
other
have
countries.
so many, that we have a group of people with so much wealth that it looks like the whole country doing good. But it's just that group at the top, just like the stock markets. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We're in the middle of mass evictions. We're in the middle of a lot of shit. And that they talking about the stock market and the Dow. You know what I'm saying? They saying that the stock markets are good. That's not an indication of what's going on with the people, with the regular people. The
Yeah, I
stock
think
market
it's the
is not
same
an
thing like with
indication.
China.
That's an indication of what's going on with the rich. I was gonna talk about QAnon. Have y'all heard about QAnon? QAnon basically is a group that thinks that it's a conspiracy theory that says that all celebrities are pedophiles that eat babies and use their blood to make them look younger. First of all, have you seen these celebrities? A lot of them motherfuckers is looking old, so I don't know what kind of baby blood they getting, but it's not the fresh batch. A lot of them is aging like a motherfucker.
Maybe true. Maybe it's not aging as in what we see, but aging as in the fact that they can live longer, but they still grow old. Think about it, Betty White. Hey, seriously, look, I'm a big conspiracy theorist, but I don't believe them. I believe like, okay, I can see why y'all think that. The only one I don't believe is the Earth is flat. What the fuck? Like, yeah, come on, I'm sorry.
Get back with that flat Earth shit. So, tipsy topics. It's only 3 topics.
Okay.
Let's start off with long distance relationships. Could you do one? Have you done one? What do you think about them?
No, I cannot, because just seeing how I am as a person, want to know what that person is doing and all that stuff. I know that sounds really controlling and weird, but if I'm dating somebody, I would love to be able to come home and see that person, or be able to go to their house, even if we don't live together. I would love to be able to go to that person's house and like cuddle up with them or be next to them. Like I have a fucking shitty day. Yeah, like shitty day at work or something, and I come home and I'm home alone.
Skype them.
Right. I don't want to Skype. I can't hug. I can hug a phone, but it's just not the same. It's not the same warmth I want.
What about you, Lay?
For me, I've had several long distance relationships. See, they don't work, for me at least. But I would prefer never to have a long distance relationship ever again. But if it is with the right person who I've spent time with in person already, and maybe there calls for a period of time for where we have to separate and be in 2 different locations, I would hope that we are able to plan around that to see each other more often, because you need to be able to have that.
Like the loyalty level, like it's hard to trust people nowadays. It's 2020, y'all. People is not loyal like they used to be, and y'all can talk shit about 90s babies and 80s babies, but at least they knew a code of honor and loyalty.
I mean, half the 90s songs was about cheating, though.
Got me there. Like, they were like,
what they say, escape, everybody cheats. So that's what she said in that song. We gotta know when, gotta know how.
Right.
But okay. So long distance relationship for me, I've done one, but it's just not my thing. I need to be near you. I need to be around you, because it's just not me. Okay, so I got a question for both of y'all, and you go one by one.
Okay.
What are your toxic traits?
Let you go first.
He did off the camera. He said, what are your toxic traits? If you have to be honest with yourself, like, what are your toxic traits?
I think that I can't say that I fall in love too quick, but I expect for us to be instantly loyal to each other, like just fully committed. And I have to understand that not everyone is willing to commit and still needs time to fill people out. With me, I'm like, if we put a label on it, then we should be working towards something. But yeah, I think that I have high expectations.
Okay, what about you, Mark?
I'm just a crazy ass bitch.
I'm just a crazy bitch.
No, like my toxic traits, is this for like relationships or just?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it for relationships or friendships if you want.
I care too much. I
That's me too.
I get too involved in my friends' personal business and their well-being
Yeah.
to the point I become controlling and become a parent to them and be
Yeah.
like, you need to stop doing this, and like
Me too.
I will motivate the shit out of my friends. Like I try to say as positive as possible, but if you're doing shit that I don't approve of, I'm going to speak up on it. I'm very blunt, as y'all can see through this video, but like that is also is a curse and a blessing at the same time. But and I'm working on it. So 2020 has really been a year of reflecting for me, and I have saw a lot of my ugly traits thrown in my face, and I've been working on them to make me a better person. Like
Yeah.
almost 30, gotta.
You gotta
Yeah.
grow up.
Yeah,
Gotta get
emotional
grown.
walls, girl.
Get grown.
Emotional
I
walls.
say for me, it's probably one, yes, like he said, caring too much, and two, I think my anger, because I do have a temper on me. I think that has caused me a lot of problems because, like, it's crazy because I'm gonna give you an example. Celeste, who was supposed to be on this show today, Celeste, she dropped my phone in the toilet, right? And she came out and she was like, "Don't be mad at me." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Don't be mad at me, but I dropped your phone in the toilet and it's messed up. It's not working." I was calm as a motherfucking Yoda, and I was straight. But it could be something like, I see you not texting me back, and I see you on Instagram, and I'm mad. Like I'm irritated. I'm not mad, but irritated,
No,
and I
that's
feel some type
understandable.
of way.
But
Yeah.
that also opened the doors for other shit that they didn't did, but you closed, like look
Yeah,
over and like, no, fuck this. Like, I know,
yeah.
I get that.
It's that kind of thing. Like certain things just tick me off, and I really don't have an explanation for it. It just ticks me off.
Yeah.
So that those are my toxic traits. Really just my anger.
Because
You
one
can be
thing,
triggered. Like
yeah,
Janae
like for
Aiko.
me, it's really just
Yeah,
so
no random person can get under my skin like my loved ones can.
exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
So
part.
the last question for Tipsy Topics is, does body count matter?
Oh, well,
No.
okay, I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna say no, mostly because my body count is woo exactly. So like,
I'm a pretty decent one
One,
too. But I think
three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
keep
9,
going,
10,
keep
11,
going,
12,
keep
13,
going,
14,
keep
15,
going.
16.
but like I say no because there was an episode, I think it was of Girlfriends, where a dude was a sex addict, but he was
Oh,
horrible at sex.
he was horrible at sex.
Yeah.
How was sex addict and horrible at sex?
Exactly.
Exactly. You could have a lot of sex with a lot of different people, but you may not ever be good at it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
You're just
sorry. If
you
you
just
a
like
sex
to,
addict and you have sex with a whole bunch of people, I feel like one of those people should have been blunt enough to say, "Hey, you ain't doing this right."
not if you not if
Take
you
off
only do one
my
night
phone.
stands. Not if you
Yeah,
only do one night stands or
it's
not.
not good at sex. Just imagine. Just imagine you on the first couple of dates, and this man tells you, "I'm gonna be honest, I'm a sex addict." In the back of your mind, you like, "Oh,
I'm
it's
about
gonna
to
be,
get
it's gonna
it.
be,
You about to throw some
it's gonna
work
be
in.
lit." And then you get in the bed, and it's like, "Oh, really?
What is this?
Oh,
Right.
really?
I can't
Right.
finish this, but you don't have to complain it.
Oh, really? Okay, that's what it's gonna be.
I was
Two pumps
I
and
promise
dump.
you, I
Oh,
was gonna just leave, bro. You just go.
get
You
out.
told me you was gonna just go.
Get
The
out.
door. So you could be a sex addict and have a large number of bodies and probably still be trash. So I don't really think that your body count matters
It
unless you
don't.
just want bragging rights.
And so we're gonna leave this at this. And if you have again any questions for why do we, or any topics that you want to discuss, put it in the comments below and let us know, and we'll be happy. And subscribe to our Patreon and be one of our patrons. You get a lot of fun stuff and a lot of gifts and get a lot of love and our Discord and all that good stuff. So check out us on Patreon at Up Culture. And
who knows, you full night, pay all the paid expense to hang out with us and go
you
clubbing
might
with us.
you might can
You
get
might.
you might could get flued out. You might could get flued out. So
Okay.
so
Okay.
all right, and
Woo.
we up, and that's culture.
Bye, culture fans.